Hey, brand builder, Rory Vaden here. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this interview. As always, it's our honor to provide it to you for free. And wanted to let you know there's no big sales pitch or anything coming at the end. However, if you are someone who is looking to build and monetize your personal brand, we would love to talk to you and get to know you a little bit and hear about some of your dreams and visions and share with you a little bit about what we're up to see if we might be a fit. So if you're interested in a free strategy call with someone from our team, we would love to hear from you. You can do that at brandbuildersgroup.com/podcall, brandbuildersgroup.com/podcall. We hope to talk to you soon.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the recap episode of my conversation with my good friend, Matt White, who is a culture index advisor and works with tons of CEOs. So this isn't going to be my 5-minute recap. I'm going to time myself. I try to keep it super high level, but I'll kind of give you a background of why I wanted to have Matt on the show. And I mentioned this in the full episode, so please go listen to it. It's a really great episode. But I just believe that if you're a leader of any type, you could be a nonprofit, you could be an entry-level sales manager, CEO, executive, it doesn't matter, right? But if you lead people, I really do believe this is an important show to you because there's so much conversation out there right now around this great resignation. And I mentioned how I love Ariana Huffington's perspective on this. And she said, it's not so much the great resignation as it is the great re-evaluation. And I just believe that. And there's this old saying that people don't leave companies, people leave people. And although I do believe that to be true, I also believe that there is a new form of resignation that's happening right now. And it's not company resignation. It's not leader resignation. It's job resignation, right? They have reevaluated that I don't love what I'm doing. And even though I love who I'm working with, and I love the company and I love the values, and I really do like my teammates and I like my boss, I'm not happy with what I'm doing. And I feel called to do something else, or I'm not using my brain power, or I feel stagnant or stuck. And I think that's a lot of where we're experiencing right now is people want a different job environment. They want different skills. They want different, to put their skills to different uses. And that's why I wanted to have Matt on to talk about the Culture Index, which is it's an assessment tool specifically designed for company leaders to create the ideal job position. And then you have your candidates take it. And what you're trying to do is figure out, based on the job that you know needs to be done, and based on this person's natural skill sets, how much of a match are they or not? And I think it's really important that you know that, but also that they know that. I've had interviews in the last year where I can think of this specific example. I was looking for a new EA about 6 months ago. And so I had my profile filled out. I knew exactly what I was looking for in an EA. I know what skills and, like what their natural, talents need to be. I know how they need to problem solve and what their motivator should be to work well with me. And I remember this one girl filled this profile out, and she filled this out. And in the interview, I really liked her. She was very sales minded, marketing minded, all these things. And I was like, that's a lot of what I want. I want someone super proactive. And it's like, if I hadn't done the Culture Index survey, I probably would have hired her, but she filled it out. And on our second interview, I said, I'm going to make this a really short interview. You're not a fit for the job. And you're not a fit for this kind of role ever. So I would encourage you not to take it. And I said, here's your Culture Index profile. And I'm telling you right now, you would be miserable doing this job, even though I really like you. And I know that you say you could do it. I need someone who wants to do this, not treat this as a stepping stone. I need someone who wants to do this for the next 3 to 5 years, not for the next 3 to 6 months. And I said, but you have the profile of the ideal salesperson. You need to go find a sales job. That is where you're going to thrive. It's where you're going to succeed. It's what you're going to love. And I actually reached out to her just a few weeks ago for an open sales position we have. And she said, it's actually funny. I took a full-time job, actually in a sales position. I'm so glad that we had that conversation. And it was such a blessing to both me and her of going, I know what I need. And this ain't it for her. It's not it for me. And so getting really in tune with that. I think is really important and a great reason why you should listen to this. And then there's two other quick things that I'll give you that I think are really important. And it was at the very end of my conversation with Matt, and we were talking about how like people don't leave companies, and sometimes they don't even leave people, they leave jobs. They leave jobs that they're not happy and they don't feel fulfilled in anymore. And so how do we fix that problem? And it's by knowing what they want, like what are their natural behavior drivers and how do we fit that within a job that works for them. And then it got me thinking about, I think people often come to companies because they believe in the values and the missions of the company or the leader, right? The leader is super inspiring and has visionary skill sets. But at some point, there has to be a transition of your team members believing in what you believe in to actually believing in you. And I think at the end of the day, that's what really helps you retain great talent. That's what helps you retain people, is that there's been a transition of we started with because we shared the same beliefs. But today, I just believe in you. And whatever it is you do, I want to be a part of it. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be digging ditches. You could be building skyscrapers or helping people build their personal brands. But I believe in you. And I know if you're doing it, you're going to take care of me and you're going to help me and you're going to believe in me too. And there's this trust that's developed. And it's got to go from they believe in what you believe in to they just believe in you. So making that transition of helping your team get to know you. And the last thing I'll share is a quote by Ed Milet, who I'm a recent follower of, but I love this. He was in an interview and they introduced him as this self-made millionaire, right? 100 millionaire. And he corrected him and he said, no. Nobody is self-made anything, especially not me. There is no self-made man. There is only team-made man. And that is what I want to leave you with. It's like, yeah, we cannot do this on our own. As entrepreneurs, business owners, leaders, we require people. So we are self-made nothing. We are team-made everything. And using Culture Index is a great tool, a great way for you to help build a team around you. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being a listener. Go check out the full episode and we'll catch you next time.